the scoring leaders of the OHL right now.
Oh, love this.
Okay, I put
Great.
it, so they have it right up there, and this is up yesterday. So this is the top 5 scorers in the OHL. Wyatt Johnson's leading the league right now. I think he's got 100 and some point. I don't know who gives a shit about the points.
Yeah.
He's over 100. He was a first round pick to Dallas. This is his 3rd year in the OHL. He's 19 years old. Okay, so third year, 19-year-old, first round to Dallas. Johnson's first year, he did actually pretty good. First year, as a 16-year-old, he had 12 goals, 18 assists, and 32 points, which is pretty good. You might say, well, that's not that good. No, as a 16-year-old, it's good. So what that is, he got ice, obviously. He might have even got some power play. So, maybe in that, I actually remember the year he got drafted because Warren drafted him, Bundy. And I remember that. So maybe there's the first round probably got in the 3rd line minutes. That's maybe even more. So that's a little bit of a break, but still, you're not screaming superstar at 32 points, right? Next guy, second. Now I like this one the best. No, not the best, but it's good. Rory Cairns for the Sioux Greyhounds. He's 20. He's an overager right now.
Yep.
I think. No, he's not an overager. He's 20. So he didn't make it his first year as a 16-year-old. So he came in as a 17-year-old. So the first year doesn't even count because he didn't make it that year.
Right.
So he's second
That's so funny.
in the scoring leaders. So his first year, he had 57 games as a 17-year-old, 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points. 17-year-old rookie.
Yep.
Not screaming superstar.
Nope.
Right? Not screaming it. Oh my God, this one here.
This one's great.
You ever heard this guy, Luke Evangelista?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
He's 20 now. He just got his 50th goals, 50 assists, 50 goals, 50 assists. Just the other day, so he's got 100 points even. Second round pick signed with Nashville. So he's like his last year of junior right now.
Yep.
So his first year, first round pick, I think he was 12th or 14th overall. So this is a player.
High pick.
He only got in 27 games.
Yep.
So you think this guy's good, man.
Yep.
He gets drafted to the London Knights in the first round, and they give him 27 games. You ain't cracking the lineup yet. First rounder. So, and I got a little story about this in a minute. But look how many goals he got in 27 games. Ready? 0. First rounder. But his assist total were huge. 2. So in 27 games, this guy is going into the Ontario Hockey League, first round pick. My dreams, do you think that getting scratched that first year as a first rounder, getting 27 games, and a guy that put points up was thrilled to death and had a good attitude about getting 2 assists his first year? Yeah. What do you think, honestly, his brain was saying to him? Like, I'm done.
What is going on?
What is going on?
What is going on? I'm no good.
So I was talking to a scout, and a scout was telling me, this is like in the summertime he was here, and he was talking to me, and he said, he was actually talking to Charlie Moore. He said, just make sure that you go into this year and don't expect anything. Because everybody, he goes, for example, they did an interview with Luke Evangelista, this guy, and when they were thinking of drafting him, and he said, I went into that league and thought, I heard all the stuff like you probably won't play this, that, the other thing, don't expect too much. He goes, well, I thought it'd be different. And everybody thinks they're going to be different, including my kid.
Yep.
Right? So yeah, my story is going to be different. But the point of this is that he went from 2 points to signing an NHL contract, and he's got 50 goals, and he puts on a show every night. It takes time. It took him 3 years, right? The next one is Lucas Edmonds. I don't really know him, but he's his first year in the OHL. He's 21-year-old overage. He came from Sweden, I guess. I don't know what really happened, but so I don't really have a story behind him. But it's his first year in the OHL. He's 21 years old. So there goes. You can come to the OHL. Someone's can come and take your spot.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Brandon Coe, 21 years old. He's an overage. So notice they're all older. That's the story, guys.
Yeah.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time before you're going to be a good OHL hockey player. Brandon Coe, his first year, 10 goals, 23 points in 63 games. So that's that. Now, I just want to go 2 more guys.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. Those are the offensive guys. On the defensive side, arguably, I just picked 3. Okay? arguably the best D in the league in the OHL right now is a feller by the name of Arbor Jackai. He's a 6'4", and there's varying. Who gives a shit? It's around 220 pound, and I guess he's a legit 220, maybe more. Okay, 6'4", 220. He was not drafted to the OHL. He was a walk-on. His first year, he had 59 games. He had 2 goals and 1 assist. And he was struggling for ice time, like struggling. Obviously, you're struggling for ice time. You can't. You're not scoring points from the bench,
right.
but you're still developing, guys. You just got to trust the process. Now, and then he signed at 17, not 16. Obviously, he was a free agent, and then he just continued to get better and work hard. Now he's an overage at 21, and now he's a point of game pace. He signed with the Montreal Canadiens as a free agent again. So it's an incredible story, but it's awesome. But it takes time. The guy just worked hard, kept doing the job. Another guy I looked at is Ottawa, Jack Mateer, 6'4", 200. First year, I think he was a high pick. First year, 56 games, 0 goals, 9 assists. Okay, now he's a 19-year-old, 60 games. He's got 26, and he's more of a defensive player anyways.
Yep.
And then last one I'm going to say is Ethan Del Mastro, 6'4", 206 pounds. Drafted, I think he signed with Chicago. 19 years old. He won't be in the league next year. First year in the league, 57 games, 0 goals, 7 assists. Now he is 63 games, 44 points. Yep. The point of all that is that, like, when you look at it, when you look through life through a straw, you only see what you see. You have to open it up, look what's around you, and really understand, have the patience, and get through it.
Yeah, and I think
don't do it with a poopy shit attitude.
That's right.
Do it.
Yeah. You made a kind of a point in passing there when you were talking that you're still developing, even though your numbers don't look like it, right? So that's a huge point, because people don't see that. You can't see that you're developing. It's an invisible thing, right? So if you, like, Evangelista has 0 goals. What do you have? 2 assists? 2 assists, and played half the games, not even half, right? And now he's one of the top players in the OHL. Can't get him off the ice. Does he know in his first and second season, can he feel that, oh yeah, this is perfect, I'm on track to be a star based on this?
No, you're doubting yourself the whole time.
The whole time you're doubting yourself. The whole time you think,
you hate it.
Man, I don't know if this is going to work.
Well,
I don't know.
To be honest with you, I remember this. I remember this so well, being a first-year guy, 16 years old. And it's like you almost sat there, and it sounds awful, but you almost sit there and you go, well, hope we don't win in a way. Because you actually don't feel totally part of the team. You're just there. You know what I mean? You get your 3 shifts appeared for, and on a good day you get a regular, but you're not getting power play, you're not getting special teams. You don't really feel like because you go there as the guy that's always been counted on to someone that you're a grocery stick, and the coach, you look up and you go, like, I'm here. And you go, yeah, I know.
And that's a real feeling.
Yeah, that's a real feeling.
That's such a common thing, and that is just the truth, because that ego piece plays into it. It's, I only want us to be successful if I'm also successful. Yeah. You know, and it's easy to think you're not successful when you're in that position, when you have to sit the bench all the time, or you're getting scratched, or you're not getting any points, or you're not playing the role that you're used to playing or normally playing. Yeah. And I just really wanted to shine a light on that, because you just totally in passing made that comment, right?
So this is the important part, and I told Charlie this before. I go, like, the most important, I know it sounds so minimal, right? The biggest thing that you're going to have to do this year, and I don't give a shit if anyone likes it or not, is your practices have to be the hardest practice you ever did. So when you do a one-on-one battle, you're going in there like it's your life is depending on it, because it is. Mm-hmm. So it might sound like, yeah, who can do that? No, it is, because your practice reps against 19, 20-year-olds are actual reps.
That's where the development is.
Yes.
So just make sure you guys pay attention as you start to get to the older ages. Like, the development is happening. You know, you just have to be patient. You have to be willing. You got to take the licks, because if you think you're going to go on and be McDavid, there's one McDavid, man. There's a handful of guys that don't go through that process. And most of the stars, most of the guys that go on to play in the NHL and have long careers are guys that went through the same process and had to take their licks until they got there, you know. So